Hello, everybody, and welcome back to JRPG Weekly. I am your host, as always, Sensaku, and host, and if any of you follow my Twitter, Political Instigator. Anyways, welcome back as we play more Final Fantasy 15, talking about political instigation. Where last time we left off, we completed 2 of our God challenges. If you aren't aware, over the course of the game, Final Fantasy 15, you have to face off against the gods in order to gain their powers. We faced off against Titan and ground him into a pulp. We faced off against Ramu and acquired his lightning sticks. And afterwards, we decided that we were going to go get our car back, which has been stolen by the Empire. So we're going to go kill them. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's get that. There we go. Alright, so, in order to make our plans, we have to sit here and camp.
Camping sucks when it rains.
Less whining, more working.
Alright. So yeah, the Empire has held up in that structure you see there on the map. And they've got our car in there, and they're going to be taking it out of there. And so in order to get it back, we've got to fuck shit up. So, what's the best way for us to fuck shit up, you ask? Well, we're gonna go with cup noodles. Dink. Look at all these pictures. Is that really the best time to be taking a photo? Prompto? Like, there's actively an enemy we were fighting in the background. Oh. Oh, that's actually quite nice. I'm gonna keep that. I'm not gonna share it. Plain black border frame, I think. Yeah, we're gonna share that via Twitter. Got this at the start of my stream. Let me go ahead and send out we'll send out a call here. TV / Sensaku. Done. And I'm definitely gonna save this one. I'm gonna delete. I'm gonna delete this one. That is such a good photo. Like, I don't know. That's probably the best photo you've ever taken, Prompto. Take more of those. Like, it's just perfectly, like, framed and everything. Take way more of those, Prompto.
So, any bright ideas, Ignis?
A dark one, as it were. A frontal assault would leave us exposed. But if we move under cover of night, we might be able to infiltrate the base unnoticed.
And until then?
We learn all we can about the base's design, and attempt
Also,
to
let me
narrow
know
down the
if
Regalia's
I am
location.
too high or too
I'll
low
analyze
compared
what
to the
intelligence
game.
we have available to find us a way in.
Sounds good, Specs.
All right.
I'm trying to find a nice,
Get our wheels
sweet
back.
spot of audio. There you go. Must retrieve the regalia before morning. Begin the operation? Hell yeah.
Our goal is the Regalia. The last thing we want is to engage an entire garrison. Avoid detection at all costs.
In and out before it gets light, then.
Indeed. Even if it means leaving the task unfinished, we withdraw before we overstay our welcome.
Can we just kill them all? Stealth
Together on
mission.
my signal. Until then, hold position. 3, 2, 1. Now.
This is more of
Wait.
a anyway.
How have I been spotted? I warp killed him.
No use hanging around here.
Indeed.
How did I get spotted? I killed him.
Stop.
What?
Searchlights. We're clear. Tread warily.
All right. Hey.
Take cover.
I'm like a demigod in made flesh. Can't I just kill them all?
Magitech armor.
Don't want to mess with one of those.
We shouldn't have
But
to.
what if I do
If we
want
keep
to
to the
mess with one of
shadows.
those?
Right.
What if I desperately want to mess with one of those?
Target the blind spot. One hit, one kill. You're in fine form. Keep it up.
This is what I would call a semi-forced stealth
This
mission.
what's powering the base?
A Magitech generator of some description. It would explain why the troopers in the vicinity are uncommonly strong.
I say we wreck it. Spare us the sneaking around.
The risk is too great. Finding the Regalia comes first. Not a sound. You'll alert the anime.
Got it.
There. Got all 6.
Not bad. Might still be hope for you.
Hey, we found the regalia.
There's the old girl.
She's a real sight for sore eyes.
And none the worse for her time in Imperial hands.
What have we here?
Change of plans. Our new objective is to clear a path for the regalia.
Bam.
Stay sharp. It isn't over yet.
When will it end?
Want it to end? Fight more. Whine less.
Bam. Oh, damn it.
Tanks. They'll take out the enemies nearby. Let them do
Like,
one for us.
Gladio and I were just sort of crossing blades on a guy and it cut away. That would have been a really cool image.
Here goes nothing!
We'll take out the generator and all enemies in the area. Noct, focus your efforts on the generator. There's a chance doing so will weaken the MTs.
No more stealth.
Our cover's blown. Go to town.
Yes, sir!
The entire base is fair game. Hold nothing back. The hammer kicks the enemy off balance.
None the worse for wear.
Bring on the next one.
Nothing personal.
Alright, so when one of the summons deigns to help, you basically just hold down the L2 button until something happens. I've yet to figure out what the actual timing on that is supposed to be. Like the first time I did this, it took like 5 minutes for it to happen.
This is the light of the Six. Dude, that was hardcore!
Hardcore!
The place is dead.
Rest in pieces. Come on, let's grab the regalia and split.
Yeah, Ramu kind of fucked
Piece of
shit up.
cake, huh?
This part is.
Inadvertent though it was, we dealt the Empire a crushing blow today. The Marshal will be pleased to hear of this.
Pretty sweet busting up that base. Bust a base. I like the sound of that for this sort of thing. There's a base, we go in and bust it up. Bust a base. Whatever, I'm calling it that. You don't have to.
I won't. Seems a bit flippant.
Why not go for something a little more epic?
Because I thought of it first. So that's the name. Bust a base. Get used to it.
Easier said than done.
Prompto. You take good pictures, but you don't talk great. Sweet, time to get in the car and get the fuck out of here, right?
Guys?
Oh, look, it's you.
Long has it been, Noctis.
Ravis.
You received the storm's
It has
blessing,
been long,
and
Ravis.
yet you know nothing of the consequences.
Watch it.
Be still, all of you.
Not good.
Heir to a crown befitting no other. Witness his splendor and glory. All hail the chosen king.
Awful high and mighty for an Imperial rat, serving the enemy to hunt down Luna.
I do not serve, I command. The king's sworn shield.
You better believe it.
A weak shield protects naught.
Hey! Wanna go? Let's do it.
Should the chosen fall, that too is fate.
I'd say that's far enough. A hand, Highness.
Not from you.
Oh, but I'm here to help.
And how is that?
By taking the army away.
You expect us to believe that?
When next we meet, it'll be across the seas. Just so happens we have business of our own with the tutelary deity, don't we? Fare thee well, your majesty. And safe travels.
I really have to say, I
guys
enjoy this guy as
know
a
that
bad
guy?
guy.
Ravis Nox Fleuret, first son of Tenebrae, and elder brother to Lady Luna Freya.
Yeah, there's some history there. I really love, not Ravis, but the other one. His name escapes me for some reason.
At long last, the Imperial blockades of Discayan roadways have been removed. The Imperial Army has also demolished all
yeah.
related facilities erected around the region. The provisional government of
He
Insomnia
has that
anticipates increased
classic
traffic
Final
congestion along most
Fantasy
local
villain
highways, and encourages all citizens to refrain from any
smugness.
unnecessary travel for the time being.
And
So
the
how we
voice
figure this
actor
out? That
does
was
it well.
Luna's brother?
The High Commander himself. Wartime makes for quick promotions.
Even a son of Tenebrae can rise to the top.
But why would he want to lead their army?
Who cares?
Certainly formidable enough on his own.
If Ravis wants power, I'll give him a taste.
But yeah, like he has that classic like Kevka arrogance, but with a more controlled outer shell. He's not like Sephiroth, who is just an unstoppable force of darkness. He's definitely a lot more like Kefka, the Mad Clown. Well, you guys are behind me, so. I wonder if I could delay my video. Like, I could delay this end of things to match up with that end of things. I might be able to, but it'd probably be a lot of work. Who's it? Vivos. Vivos. I just say of all the games, I think Final Fantasy VIII probably had the best opening. Like, Liberi Fatali. The music is great.
So what's next?
And the scene that went with it is probably just. It perfectly encapsulates the emotion of the opening of Final Fantasy VIII. Squall and Cypher fighting, and then we find we actively see the event that leads to them getting those scars.
Right.
Might be worth investing in a few servings in the event our pantry runs bare.
Well, put it on the list.
Minos. Minoset. Minos.
Oh, Gladys.
Iraset.
What's wrong?
I let you down. I never made it to Kayam.
Figured that.
The Empire came while you were gone.
Who came and did what?
None of us said a word about Noct. They just showed up and then... Poor Jared.
What do you mean? What happened to Jared?
There was nothing we could do!
They executed the old man.
It's not right. We should have been here.
I couldn't stop them.
But I won't let the Empire get away with it. They'll pay for what they've done.
So this is another example of
Believe in you,
Noctis's personality. Again, remembering that he is a prince and he is royalty and he's effectively the king of his country.
I'm taking Talcott.
He takes it personally.
And we're going to Kayam.
When a citizen of his country is killed.
We can't just stay here and do nothing.
I understand.
Like, even though he sounds reserved and he sounds pulled back, that's part of the direction, but you can still feel the emotion in that dialogue, in that bit of dialogue, especially there where he sort of starts and it may have been a messed up, what it may have been was a messed up read where he read that line and it had sort of a stuttering thing in the beginning, but they liked it because it implies struggling with your own emotions. When you go to say a normal sentence and stumble over the pronunciation or mispronounce something, even if the implication behind that is that you are so emotional right now that you can't fully control what's coming out of your mouth. You're so in your head that you can't write, you know. And so that's why they left that in. At least that's my read on why they left it in. They may have left it in because they didn't notice it or something like that, but imperfections in a read can be just as emotionally fulfilling as correct reads. And then there's this dream sequence. I really like this as well, because this is another example of Noctis's personality. You know. That's what he wants to do, even though he knows that would end poorly. That's not a dream of the future or anything. That's a wish fulfillment, you know. Fantasizing about charging headlong into the nearest Imperial base and just killing everyone in sight, even though he knows that wouldn't be a good idea. Because they harmed his people. It was enough when they were just hunting him. It was enough when they killed his father. But now they're attacking innocent civilians that he is in charge of protecting. To get to him. Beneath the Cape Kime light in south of Clane lies. Oh, well, I was going to read that, but I was stuck in it. Basically, there's a hidden underground port under a lighthouse.
I can't let her go it alone after everything that went down. It'll be a squeeze in the car, but just for a while.
Shall we then?
Yeah, I don't want to keep Sid and Cindy waiting. They're fixing up the boat as we speak.
We ought to thank them.
Actually, Jared's the one we ought to thank.
Yeah. He really thought of everything.
Filled her up for you.
Thanks.
Ready to roll? Let's get this show on the road.
Let's hit it.
Sure. Looking at the regalia really reminds me of home.
It sure doesn't look like any of the cars you see around here.
And it's a lot roomier, too. I can't imagine trying to cram 5 people, including Gladdy, into one of those things. Have you ever ridden in one?
Can't say we have.
There was barely enough room for our luggage. Thank goodness you guys could give me a lift.
Think the others made it to Kayam all right?
I suppose we'll find out when we get
And
there.
now we're completely enclosed. I remember how I... There it goes. Yes, you can change the camera view.
Whoa, check it out. See that? That's the Rock of Ravito. I'm like 90% sure.
Not 100.
You almost know your stuff.
All thanks to Jared. Thank you for driving, Ignis.
Pleasure.
Are you the only one that drives?
I can drive.
And so can I.
It's not like Iggy's the only one who can drive. He's just the only one we can trust.
Wow, are they that bad?
Not bad at all, right?
Right. But there's no way the big guy's taking any chances with his little sister in the car.
Sure you don't need a break?
I'm okay.
You are sandwiched in back there.
Have Prompto suffer instead.
Really, it's fine. No suffering here.
If you say so.
She's squeezed between her brother and the boy she likes. She's not suffering at all. Well, I mean, Gladio could probably leave.
I got
but-
some bad news, guys.
Oh, great. Another floating fortress.
Let's pull over.
Knocked.
Relax. We've got this.
Infiltrate Fort Valere. We'll be back. We're gonna go
Taking
kill
matters
some
into hand.
Imperials.
Delivering justice for Jared.
And for Talcott, too.
Iris, I'll need you to wait here.
All right.
Careful, Noct. Only fools rush in. I suggest we review our intelligence and devise a plan.
Or we can rush in. I don't think you quite understand the severity of our situation here. We're on the rush in plan. Rainbow Squad!
Yeah!
Surprised to see him this far out.
Leave no plot of land unconquered.
Those aren't conquering numbers.
Likely building a supply line it would behoove us to cut.
Oh, looks the same as before.
Looks can be deceiving.
We beat them once. They won't make it easy this time.
And neither will we.
You think Iris is doing all right?
She is all alone.
She's a big girl. She'll be fine.
Iris isn't exactly a bring-em-on backstreet brawler, is she?
She's tough, but I'd feel better if we got this over with and got back on the road.
This is as far as the trailblazers go.
What? 1 minute it's pouring, the next it's over.
Sudden weather changes. Think we'll see a rainbow?
Wait for it. Bam! Wha-bam!
This sounds like you're having fun.
I love that Prompto does that, by the way.
Here I am!
Just sliced the fucking main gun off.
Wah!
Bye-bye. Whopper him. Whopper him. Whopper him. Whopper him. I think I killed them all.
Back to it.
So, what's our plan?
Find the base commander and take him into custody. Targeting metal men will yield little in the way of reconnaissance, but bones bend easily. We'll split into 2 groups of 2. Prompto and Gladio will generate a diversion.
Oh yeah, making a scene's what I do best.
Noct, are you prepared?
Yeah, let's do this.
Operation To Catch a Commander is go.
Shoot.
The insolence of that up-jumped mercenary. And there is still no word. This cannot be borne. Such behavior besmirches his Radiance's good name.
That's our target. Let's follow him.
Can I just kill him?
Seize him on my signal. Stay hidden till then.
Why can't I just, like, run in and kill him? Or kill all of his bodyguards?
What is that Chancellor playing at? I'm no man's fool. He sent Highwind to watch me. It's no mere coincidence she and I meet wherever I go. Claims to trust her as a person. Hollow words from the mind behind the Magitech.
Assassin's Creed Final Fantasy.
I may have acted in haste with that impudent steward to stop him, but my mission is clear. And I'll be damned if that mercenary gets her grubby hands on the prince before Caligo Aldor.
Oh, you want to get your hands on me? Man, I didn't know I was so desired. Isn't it nice to feel wanted?
I'll give Highwind one last chance to respond. Stand guard here. If the Commodore arrives, send her through.
I mean, I'm tracking him. He's still there.
Now's your chance, Noct. Close in from behind. And remember, we need him alive.
Don't worry.
Gotcha.
You're in fine
How
form.
did you
Keep
catch
it
up, Ignis? You can't teleport.
Looks like they've set to work. I'll escort him off the base. You regroup with the others.
Guess it's time to let loose.
Bam. Bam.
Over here. Big enough for you?
Not quite big enough for me, actually.
You ready to blow this place sky high?
Glad to see you lot were successful.
Does that mean you weren't?
I placed our captive into the hunter's custody, but I've just been informed he's fled. He lives to die another day.
And I'll gladly help him with that.
That's why you shouldn't trust hunters to do a prince's job. Aha! An enemy.
Hey, pretty boy.
Ariana Highway.
Let's see what you can do. Let's see what you can do.
Rip the shit out of you is what I can do.
Is it that time already?
What time?
Quitting time. Sorry, but this girl doesn't work after hours. I could, but there wouldn't be a single gill in it for me. Oh, we should play again sometime, pretty boy.
I just whipped the shit out of you. What are you talking about? Don't leave like you won. You didn't. It didn't even take my full armor gauge. Come on.
I'm still worried about Iris.
I imagine she's fine.
But we shouldn't keep her waiting.
You're back. Did you kick their asses?
Yes, we did.
Oh, yeah.
All in a day's work.
Hey, mind if I hang in your guys' room for a bit?
She wants to hang out with the boys.
it's me.
Not a bad shot if I do say so myself.
Not bad. It's great. You could be a professional cameraman.
I hold on to the hope.
Good morning.
Hi.
All right, Ignis.
What's up?
Take me home.
Back at
These
ya.
country roads. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick while he drives.
And away we go.
Because fortunately, while he's driving, I don't actually have to make any decisions. I don't think. I might have one decision I have to make, but it shouldn't take me that long to
I could have gone another round.
Given her prowess, you should be glad you didn't.
Yeah, the Loki guy was nothing compared to her.
Though we may not have fared so well without the Marshal.
Think things would have gone differently if he were here now?
She offered to play again. Maybe we'll get the chance to find out.
definitely going to want to watch the replay for that.
Is it me or is this place begging to be explored?
Never been one to turn down an invitation.
If what they say about the Malmalum thicket is true,
then we might just find what we're looking for here.
We're skipping that one. Just because A, I don't actually need to go there right now, and B...
Are you guys excited to visit Altissia or what?
I guess.
I've already got what's
I'm
there
so
anyways.
jealous.
We're not going on vacation.
And C,
Oh,
it's kind of an annoying one.
You're right.
here is.
Something wrong?
What? No, I'm fine. I'm not jealous. I just had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. But that'll all be in the past once we hit Kayam.
What are you talking about?
We can hang out anytime, right?
Yeah.
Let's
But
pull over
if it
for
is
a
your
sec.
first
How
time
come?
playing
Well,
Final
I gotta
Fantasy
give the driver a
15,
break every now and
I
then.
would recommend going
you
into
say
the
so.
second.
Wonder why no one ever thought of that before.
Because no one ever had little sister along for the ride.
Basically, this thing gives you multiple... It's kind of weird.
Smells
This thing
like
gives you
there's salt in the air.
Sea breeze.
multiple chances to
We're on the
stop
water.
and
Wow.
do
It's
other things,
beautiful.
but
Picture perfect.
it's not actually impossible for you to go back and do other things once you hit Kayam, because you have to... There's still a couple of things you need to do before you can continue. It's kind of weird.
Get a load of this beautiful view.
Yeah, like something out of a dream.
Just don't fall asleep on me.
So there's the Kayam Lighthouse. And while you can't see it from here, there is indeed a secret dock underneath it.
Wow.
Oh, well, now
Look at
you
that
can see
bridge
it
up ahead.
because the lighting texture's just
Some
fucked up.
piece of work right there.
The rivers run wide out here, so the bridges run long.
Guess I'll see it when we cross. Want to get a closer look?
Now what?
So, you're the one doing all the cooking.
More or less.
Gladdy, don't you help?
I wonder how off this is for you
Knocked?
guys.
On occasion.
Because I know that the game,
I do my part.
going through my Elgato and up to you
That's
guys
some
is off
arrangement
from
you
what
guys
I'm
have
hearing
here.
and seeing. But I'm not sure by how much.
This the place?
Sure is. Thanks for the lift, Ignis.
My pleasure.
Can't wait to see my buddy Talcott.
And we're here.
We made it.
Whoa, pretty impressive lighthouse.
What say we head on up?
Ought to be a nice view, if a bit blunt.
What's up?
Knew it was y'all. Recognized the... Thanks for the ride. It was fun.
How's the boat?
Pawpaw's tinkering away. Reckon he'll be tinkering for some time.
Trouble at sea.
Seen her share by the looks of her. Some parts we can fix, others need replacing.
An overhaul.
Don't y'all worry. Pawpaw ain't going nowhere till the job's done. Parts won't fetch themselves, though. Was kinda hoping y'all wouldn't mind helping out with that.
We're at your disposal.
To tell the truth, we already got a couple hands on deck. Dustin and Monica. Those two have been real swell. Managed to gather just about everything we need.
You can depend on the Crown's Guard.
Trouble is, they ain't had much luck finding a certain something by the name of Mithril. Apparently the stuff's hard to come by around these parts. At least according to the little fella from the city.
Talcott?
You betcha. Sharp as a tack, that one. Could tell y'all more about the stuff than I could.
I'll be sure to ask.
So we need Mithril, you say. Like I said, you have to go get Mithril. Before you can continue. So I'm not sure why they keep giving you, like, you know, well, this will be the last time you'll ever come back here. You won't be able to come back again. Be careful. If you stop, if you don't stop, you'll never be able to stop again. Because then, oh, by the way, we need you to go get Mithril because we don't have any. And we kind of need it. We kind of need it. Although, I think I have some Mithril already, as you can see. We need.
Pawpaw's down on the dock. Now, if y'all excuse me, I'm gonna grab my tools and ski-daddle. Got a garage to look after.
Prince Noctis! Hey! Our house is over here! Right this way.
Alright, kid, tell me what I need to get. Send me on your fetch quests.
I think Miss Cindy might have told you already, but she needs. It said you'll find me.
About that lake. Pretty sure I asked Mom. You'll want to be prepared for anything. So.
Yeah, just give us a second.
Okay. I'll be inside then.
So yeah, we gotta go to Vesper
So,
Pool to get
yeah.
Mithril.
Gonna have to ask you to handle this boat business without me.
Say what?
Got some business of my own to deal with.
Gonna be long?
Not long enough for you to miss me.
Well, I mean, we're not gonna miss you at all, Gladio, because I do more damage than you in a single turn. Oh, but you know, I don't know what that was. I don't know what the oh thing was. Oh. Party of 3. To repair King Regis's old ship, Noctis and company require the rarest of ores, mithril. With only a vague clue to guide them, they head for the Empire-held ruins situated in the north of Clane. Party of 3. Chapter 7, Party of 3, Chapter 7, Party of 3. She read my letter. Several days later.
The waterfall cave was right around here.
That means the lake should be somewhere north of here.
Be wary, though. Where we go, the Empire seems to follow.
Hey, they opened the gate for us.
Wait. What happened to under Imperial lockdown?
They all but turned the key and left the gates open for us, as if awaiting our arrival.
And if anyone's waiting for us, I bet it's that guy.
Chancellor Izunia.
Ark, that's his name.
As long as he lets us in.
Who's to say he'll let us out? Not to mention we're a man down. Would that the Marshal were with us.
Oh yeah. Whatever happened to that guy?
As I understand it, he's put his tomb raiding on hold to help the hunters take care of some troublesome beasts.
No rest for the immortal.
An Imperial blockade.
Where? Come on, they are all the way up there.
Right, no Gladio, no room for error.
We're on the wrong street. Come on. They are not close enough to pose a threat. I apparently went the wrong way. Well, the wrong way as the game would have it.
Think Gladio will be back anytime soon?
It would help if we knew what he was up to.
Now let's return to the car and see if we can get in it again. God damn it. Those pricks. Well, since I can't ride my
Easy
car
now.
for reasons.
Magitech engine. It's close. Hey!
So if Gentiana's not mortal, then she doesn't ever grow older?
Yeah.
To be forever young. Wonder what Gladio's up to right now. Meeting girls, probably. Son of a bitch!
Prompto.
Thanks for the ride.
We'll meet again.
Gentlemen, what a pleasant surprise.
Ugh. Told you he'd be waiting.
With my Imperial friends, no less.
Splendid.
But fear not. I'll put in a good word. Well, come along then. Don't stray too far, lest you get left behind. And surely, you'd rather avoid unnecessary scuffles. Seeing as you're now a trio.
Don't be so certain of that.
Oh
Art.
dear. Touchy subject.
One we won't discuss with you.
Then let's discuss why you're here. It can't be archaeology. Mithril, perhaps?
This guy's reading our thoughts.
Mithril. It's a precious resource, you see. We can't just let anyone get their hands on it.
But you'll help us get ours on it, right?
I never said that.
Of course you didn't.
Where is the fun in that? I thought you'd rather dig it up yourselves. Fear not. I'll be but a moment.
A moment doing what?
Beats me.
All clear. Go ahead.
So, you're the new recruits they sent over for special training. Nice cover, runaway prince.
Thanks.
Oh, come on.
At ease, recruits. There's nothing in it for this ex-mercenary to turn you in. Let's get this show on the road.
Prompto.
Forgot about your training? Well, I'm being paid to escort you. Just watch yourselves in there.
I trust you'll be civil. Commodore Aranea Highwind, I leave them to you.
Commodore Aranea Highwind.
Search until sundown. Won't do you any good.
What kind of place was this? Any idea, Ignis?
None.
Gee, I wonder what happened to the locals.
Why not head inside and look for them? Hold down the fort.
You got it, Lady A.
We will.
Found Biggs and Wedge.
Not seeing a way in.
Not at this time of day, at least.
It's
Ta-da.
open. As good as an invite. Let's do it. Aren't we eager? Those guys your friends or something?
You appeared to be on good terms.
Who?
Ah, man. How far does this go? Finally. I thought it who left the lights on? Maybe the owners are still home. No.
I doubt we can expect a warm welcome.
Indeed. Well, this place has seen better days.
So, basically you could fall on our heads without warning?
Yeah, so watch your step.
Damn.
Not too shabby.
Say your prayers.
Ignis! If I may.
Outstanding, Doc.
Yep.
Beautiful beyond words.
That is pretty neat.
Look up.
That's the water's surface.
Wait, what? Does this...
Company!
Above us.
Watch it!
My bad. You rang? Say your prayers. Nothing to it.
Did you see this?
Huh. Something bothers me about
Why
this
can't I
spot.
just jump
What is it?
down?
Have we been this way? Can I just...
It'll hold you. Famous last words.
I mean, we want to go down to the next floor. Why don't we just jump down?
Demons, till death do us part.
Practicing your vows.
The army swore their oaths a long time ago.
What does the Empire seek here?
Specimens. And we're stuck harvesting them.
Specimens?
Demons.
So what's all this about the army and demons?
What do you think it is?
Nice. I love gassing games.
All over! See ya!
Let's go.
Turns out the Empire makes weapons out of them.
Weapons?
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen your share by now. Something not quite right with the Empire lately.
It's not just lately.
True. Maybe it's time I left.
Really? What would you do if you left the army?
Whatever I want. I was a mercenary once. Maybe I'll round up my men and hunt demons for cash.
Well, that's, a heck of a plan.
The Empire strikes you as not quite right.
The Emperor and new High Commander, for starters. Then there's that charmer of a Chancellor. I really can't stand that guy. Their Majesty.
Is it safe? Not everything's gonna... What? Did something collapse? Excuse me?
I'll say I'm amazed.
What can I say? One shot! Try this! Not! Another one out! All over!
And that's that.
Let's keep moving. Huh?
You smell that?
Smell what?
Treasure. The nose knows, dude.
Now that you mention it.
Let's not forget our purpose here.
Oops. Danger of using the royal arms is you kill yourself faster.
Getting by.
How's everyone?
Good.
How about you?
Just chipper.
Ah, saw that coming.
2 arms!
Here comes the big one!
Right on cue.
And it's got friends.
Livelier by the second. Come on, then.
What the?
Never too many stairs. I got a bad feeling about this. Stairs, they go on. Forever they go on. On and on and on.
He's gone.
A way across.
One guess. We cross. Let's go.
Right.
Seems they don't want us to cross.
Well then, maybe.
Kill everything. Kill everything. Magic swords.
It's a crossroads.
Which way?
Whichever way leads to the treasure.
If only we knew that.
Well, guess we bumble on.
Keep the bumbling to a minimum.
No exception.
Yeah, right on.
Alright, well, we got out of that maze.
Oh, spacious. There's so gonna be a big nasty here.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
I passed by that bridge previously and it wasn't there. I call shenanigans. It's Grand
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
No quarter.
That's it.
What's
Come
ya?
on.
Off you go.
All right. Check out over here. We're alive! Let's celebrate by eating some...
That concludes our business here.
Say, Commodore,
Aranea,
you said the Empire uses demons to make weapons?
listen. You've seen Magitech troopers, right?
MTs.
They're born from demons in a lab.
Born from demons.
Darkness is coming. If I were you, I'd watch my princely ass. Kingly ass.
Will do.
Yes, return to the entrance, please. Oh, whoops. I was at the exit and I went the wrong way. I'm tired, can you tell?
Ah, fresh air.
Made it out in one piece.
Congrats. That concludes your training. You've still got a hard path ahead. But don't let anyone tell you how to walk it.
You may have been hired under false pretenses, but your assistance was invaluable, all the same.
Tell me something I don't know. You can spare the pleasantries.
Take care walking your path, Aranea.
Oh, right. Thanks. I will. And I'll train you some more if our paths cross again. Oh, and before I forget, His Excellency instructed me to give you boys a ride back. If you need a lift, feel free to hop on.
Well, glad that's over with.
Noct, I have just received word from Cindy.
And?
We're to return to Lestalem. Her friend works as an engineer at the power plant. She'll take care of the Mithril.
Uh-huh. And that'll take care of our boat problem.
Once you're rested and ready, I suggest we hasten back to Lestalem. Make sure you're prepared.
Shame to say goodbye to such a nice fishing spot. Want to see what's biting before we
Nope, I don't.
You're headed to Lestalem, right? I'll take...
Got it.
So...
You bet. Let's fly.
Hold on tight, boys.
Look at that!
A red ship. Good. That's pretty much the only one. That's okay, but that's pretty much the only good one. Sorry, Prompto. Do better tomorrow. Chapter 8, Seaworthy. With the help of the Imperial Commodore Arnair Highwind, the makeshift miners hit pay dirt. Only to learn raw ore won't suffice. Send your refers him to Holly, an engineer in Lestalem who knows how to treat mithril.
like I said, there's 2 chapters between you actually getting to Kime and doing anything. So I don't know why they kept going, if you do this, you'll never come back. If you do this, you'll never come back. I mean, presumably it's because if because you lose access to Gladio for a bit, but that's not quite worth it.
Rise and shine, Prince Charming. We're here. Sounds like a spot of trouble's popped up at the power plant. Wish I could help, but I'm powerless to do anything I'm not ordered to. I'll leave the keeping of the peace to you.
Of course.
Thanks
We
for
got
that,
this.
Arya.
Good luck, boys.
You're Peach. Several hours later.
Loving that outfit, Noct.
Why don't you wear one?
Well, that's the only one. And if anyone stands a fighting chance in there, it's you. Forget about fashion and go.
Testing. Do you read me?
Yep.
Just wanted to thank you for offering to clear out those demons. That'll give me time to treat this mithril for you. There's a hunter who went in right ahead of you. I imagine there are too many for one to handle.
So why'd you just send one in?
But 2 of you should be fine. And a little heads up. We're getting some unstable readings from the generators inside. Too much power and the whole place could blow. So be quick.
Will do.
So, you might back
Hello,
up.
Gladio.
I thought we were partners.
Anyway, place is crawling with demons.
I don't know if that was a surprise for
So
any of you, but yes, that's Gladio.
Save the talk. We got hunting to do.
If you couldn't
if we're done
recognize
with
his
the
voice.
introductions, follow me.
Which they did nothing to hide the fact that that was Gladio, so.
There they are. You ready to rumble?
Yeah.
Some pretty fancy moves you got there. Reminds me of a certain king I know.
You make a good smart brother.
You think so?
Red alert, you 2. We're detecting a major power surge. It's gonna blow! Abort the mission and get out of there!
I ain't one of the unfinished business. Can't speak for him around here.
Then allow me. I got this.
How about you prove it?
Gladly.
This one's just for you.
Had all of them?
Think so.
Nice job. It didn't disappoint.
When have I ever?
Keep it up.
Will do. Now.
Now, if they had
Great
left it
work in
there
there. As
and just
promised,
let us
here's
figure out
your
it was
mithril.
Gladio on our own.
And, thank you for your hard work.
Sure.
Hey, big guy.
That would have been
So the
great.
hunter who
But
went
then
on ahead-
Ignis and Prompto have to
One and
go,
only.
hey, the hunter was
How you been,
Gladio.
fellas?
Not bad. Whoa.
Like,
did a number on
you should have just
though.
left it.
You should see the other guy. Anyway, I'm back. And better than ever.
You should have just left it. Like, oh, there's Gladio. Yes, we figured that out.
Knocked? Gladdy? I can't believe it.
Hey, thanks for looking after her, Dustin.
So, Gladdy, did you apologize to Noct for storming off like that?
He made it up to me in there.
The power plant? Oh, so you got your hands on some mithril. In that case, I'll go deliver it to Sid. You'll probably want to freshen up
That's
first
probably one
anyway.
of the worst decisions
Come and meet
they
me in
made.
Kayam when you're ready.
At least from a storytelling perspective. Yeah, you know, like, because you figure it out and you're like, oh, that's cool. You know, like they apparently whatever Gladio ended up doing, ended up, you know, putting him here.
Hey, do you think we could swing by the cup noodle shop for a
No.
sec?
I like cup noodles as much as anyone, but I think you might like them a little too much, big guy.
There's nothing else like them. They're easy to make whenever you've got a craving, and they're delicious to boot. Oh, I'll never forget my first time.
Must have been real eye-opening after all the fine dining you did before that.
Where is our car? Where is our car? There it is. Bam. Fast travel. Alright, and before we set off to sea for the next chapter, we're going to take a quick break so I can go use the bathroom, rejuvenate myself, so you can all also get your bio breaks in, use the bathroom, get a drink, get a refill, you know, the things that are necessary for us to continue living. Well, I don't know why I said it that way. That was kind of a little dramatic. Anyways, but first let's make sure we make it to the loading screen.
Really looking forward to Iris' cooking.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Aw, don't be that way. It's different when a girl cooks for you.
We're just going to leave Prompto being awkward as the last part of this thing before the break. So, we'll go back in just a few minutes. Go ahead, get up, stretch your legs, use the bathroom, do whatever you got to do. We'll be back in just a minute. And if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and like and give us a comment and subscribe below. We appreciate it. And we're back. It's time to go ride a boat. If I can go in the correct direction and not make a left. What, Prompto?
Let's get a shot with the lighthouse. Hair blowing in the breeze. We'll be seaside supermodels.
No, Prompto.
Not really feeling it. Maybe another time.
Aww, but I wanted to be a seaside supermodel.
Prompto, stop pouting.
Anything happen while I was gone?
Yeah, the car got roomier.
Smart ass.
I mean, he's not wrong.
You got me what I need. Remember, practice makes perfect. Fixing to upgrade? Can do. Stand up straight. If y'all are having car trouble, oh, my aching back.
Time to go on a boat ride to Altissia. There's a bye-bye. She's waiting for me in Altissia. Soon, my beloved, we shall be together once more. And nothing, not the calculations of mad fools, of domineering empires, not even the braying of the gods themselves, will keep us apart. Is what I'd like to say. But I've beaten the game.
Look, Prince Noctis, even the Marshal came to say goodbye.
Something I gotta get off my chest.
What's that?
Hello, Matthew Mercer.
I'm sorry. Sorry I wasn't there for your father. I swore an oath to protect the king, but I wasn't strong enough to uphold it.
Ain't nothing nobody could have done to stop what happened.
Yeah. I realize that.
But you need to realize just what you mean to the boys by your side.
I do.
Even if they can't solve your problems, you can't hide what's going on from them. It hurts like hell. Remember, those ain't your bodyguards. They're your brothers. Trust in them, always.
You can never have too many tools. Here, learn to wield not only weapons, but magic as well.
Waiting for an invitation? Get your asses on board.
Hey, Your Majesty!
What's up?
Please, come back soon! We need our king!
Yeah, count on it.
And thus do we set off for the land of Altissia. And boy, does it take forever to get there. Wait, who took the picture here? That's a good one too. Chapter 9. Callings. Noctis receives a warm send-off as he sets sail for Altissia in high spirits. The prince goes forth, ostensibly to seek the blessings of the Hydraean, which will enable him to challenge the Empire's might. But his true heart's desire is to find Lunafreya, his betrothed. His betrothed. His betrothed. His fiancé. It's his damn fiancé. All right, can we just say fiancé? Uriel Plaza, Altissia. This is new.
The wedding day arrives,
I know it's not.
but alas, without the bride. Of course, we've come for the Hydraean, and you've gone to such lengths to prepare.
Merely my duty.
Ah, but for an outsider to lead the Imperial army must be a battle in and of itself. You've spoken to Lady Lunafreya?
No.
That obstinate secretary, standing in the way, while you rush off to slay the Hydraean for your poor sister's sake. I know the price of the Covenant.
I know the price of the Covenant. Now we're on a boat.
You know, I've always wanted to go
on a
sailing
boat.
like this.
Not many opportunities
I'm on
living
a
in
boat.
insomnia.
Out here, it's just us
Take
and
a
the horizon.
good hard look at the
It's
motherfucking
amazing.
boat.
It's life-changing.
We've
I'm
quite a
on a
ways
boat,
to go until we
man.
reach
It's going
Altissia,
fast,
so
man. I got a
keep gushing
nautical thing
to your
touch
heart's
me like
content.
Afghan.
When we step off the boat, we'll be in a foreign country.
King of
The
world,
anticipation
on a
alone
boat
is
like
a foreign
you with
sensation.
you on the show,
Then to
the
think
show,
this is
not
where we
me
were
on.
headed to begin with.
They've been through a lot.
And there's still more to come.
So next on the docket is Leviathan.
What sort of deity are we dealing with?
A serpent said to embody the roar and rage of the sea.
We'll have to see for ourselves. Can't let Lady Lunafreya do all the heavy lifting. You must be so psyched to see her.
Luna?
Yeah.
Well, we need to make sure she's all right before anything else.
Indeed, her well-being is top priority.
Don't like this going down on Imperial turf.
You think Lady Lunafreya's in danger there?
The Empire did invade Lucis for the ring. I have no faith their ruthless ambitions will stop short of harming the Oracle.
Without the ring, the crystal's no more than a rock.
I I suppose. Does anyone know how Lady Lunafreya came to have the ring?
It seems likely His Majesty entrusted it to her safekeeping back at the Crown City.
So she's held onto it this whole time, all the way to Altissia.
The ring is important, and so is Leviathan. But Luna comes first.
You know, I was thinking back to our encounter with Ravus. Do you recall an apparatus in place of his arm?
Yeah, I remember.
Seems he lost his old one in the invasion. But in its place, he seems to have acquired new power.
Power?
That would help explain how a son of Tenebrai suddenly came to command Niflheim's army.
Now that you mention it, his strength did seem sort of supernatural. I just chalked it up to the Oracle lineage.
His ancestry may be part of it, but that alone wouldn't account for his freakish strength.
I wonder what could have happened to him.
There's a disturbing rumor about Lord Ravus has taken to brandishing His Majesty's sword.
My dad's?
Then what's the big idea behind that?
That his power's the same as the power of kings?
I cannot say for sure, but I have my doubts. Ravus wears the sword, yet doesn't wield it.
For all his newfound powers, he's still the Chancellor's lapdog, holding onto the enemy king's sword like some badge of honor.
It might help if we knew what he was after.
Who can say?
What are the odds the Empire will crash the pool party with Leviathan?
Consider it a guarantee. They felled a god to prevent Noct from receiving his blessing. And they'll do so again.
But we beat him to the big guy. Thanks to our friendly guide.
Never know which way that one's gonna move next.
The Chancellor has an agenda all his own.
Sometimes it helps. Like when he called off his army and let us escape.
But he was still a creep about it.
Well, it feels like he's only helping us because he wants something. I just don't know what.
Reckon we'll see him again?
Certainly hope not.
Not your type?
No love lost for phonies.
As Gladio said, his actions are motivated not by altruism, but by self-interest. And when he does come to our aid, I see only condescension in his eyes.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
Ever think you think too much?
Sometimes, but it's always preferable to the alternative.
Are we there yet?
Well, didn't you say you always wanted to go sailing?
Yeah, but all this ocean gets kind of bland after a while.
Last time I checked, it was amazing and life-changing.
So, soon you'll have your old man's ring back.
Yeah, when we arrive in Altissia.
Good thing. To him, it was his heritage.
Is that what my dad said?
Carrying a royal line ain't a task to be taken lightly. For a small thing, that ring can sure weigh heavy. After he became king, I only ever saw his face in the paper.
Wait, weren't you at the coronation?
No, I was long gone from the city.
You must have been invited at least.
Had a falling out of sorts with your old man. Right at the end of the trip.
You did?
I was given to understand you stayed in touch.
We buried the hatchet years later, but never talked face to face again. Should have paid a visit while I had the chance. Well, no use dwelling on it now. Got the regalia in the hold, but y'all gonna stay in Altissia for a good while, right?
Yes, we believe so.
In that case, I'll tune her up for y'all. Not that I'll have much to do, though. Well, with Cindy looking after the old girl.
If you say she's good, she must be great.
She was never afraid of hard work. Heaven knows she had a hard childhood.
A hard childhood?
He means her parents.
Lost them both when she was little. Was big enough to understand, though. And to hurt. But you wouldn't guess that, seeing her now.
Not at all. She's always so cheerful.
Well, that ought to tell you how far she's come.
Well, you must have seen your fair share of Altissia by now.
Yeah, only done been the once. Stayed a good while, though.
What's it like?
Big old city.
Big, okay.
Well, it ain't the Crown City.
Different. Got it.
You'll see for yourself. Foreign lands seldom lend themselves to trite explanations.
Change of scenery ought to do you good.
Well, I'm all talked out. Can't be far to Altissia now, right?
We'll be there in no time. Nice having the wind at our backs.
Lodgings are our first order of business.
All work and no play? Makes Cygnus a dull boy.
Someone has to babysit you too.
I like how Gladio goes, well, I'm all talked out,
No
and then they
hotel,
just continue
but
talking.
I know a fella has a place.
Hey now.
Wescombe ran with Reggie and me way back when.
Oh, was he the other one in that photo at the garage?
Yep, runs himself a diner or a cafe or something. Go and see for yourselves.
Sure.
Does the place have a name?
McGee or Magoo or Mago, that's the one.
Nice.
You can count on Old West. He'll chew your ears off.
The government issued a statement promising that the reasons behind awakening the Hydrian would be clarified in the ceremonial address.
Got a signal.
Delivering the address will be Lady Luna
And now we're in
Freya, who was
Altissia.
previously reported dead. This will mark her first public appearance since the violence that befell the signing ceremony.
Lady Luna Freya's gonna give a speech?
Sounds like it.
Lord knows. This world could use some wisdom.
Won't be much longer now, Noct.
Yeah.
I do find this is a really cool entrance. Coming up through the aqueduct.
Does this vessel have an entry permit?
Entry permit?
Relax. I got one. Here.
That's as old as they get. Seems in order. You may pass.
Prepared in advance.
Could say that. 30-odd years ago.
That's what the guy meant by old.
Lucky us, huh?
That could have ended badly.
I like that, and I also like that the Alticians... Well, it's obviously like a Venice-inspired city. It has this, like, French vibe to it. Right down to the background music. It has this very waltz feel. And of course that. Although I guess that's kind of Italian, like stereotypical Italian music too. Well, we are here as visitors. We must look the part.
What's next? Immigration?
What do you mean? There's still more?
Sir, what is the purpose of your visit?
Purpose, Sid, it's all yours.
Hey, didn't we just... Well, we're here to visit a joint. Maga's the name, yeah.
Never heard of it. Unless you're referring to the alternate entry program. In which case, you may pay the levy directly to me. This amount should suffice.
Oh, what a racket. This is your trip. You cough up the cash.
I should have asked Ignis.
You want to check Wescombe's place out?
Yeah, let's all go to Mago.
Perhaps we'll even make it in time for tea.
And we'd better start looking now.
So, we're looking for the guy from the picture.
An estranged friend of the king.
Noct, you ever meet him?
Nope.
They're extending the exhibit for Lady Luna Freya's wedding dress.
The Vivian Westwood? But wasn't that a memorial for her passing?
Well, now it's a memorial for her safe return. Let's go see it while we still can.
Oh, could that be the dress we read about in the papers?
Doubtless. The designer's name is the same.
Want to check it out?
That depends on the groom. Might still be a sore spot, what with his wedding getting called off.
Who says we can't call it back on? It can still happen.
True enough. Let's keep an eye out for it.
This is one side quest I'm going to do. Because, you know, it's not difficult to do it, and it's worthwhile.
What would you like? There should be a real nice photo spot somewhere nearby.
Save it for later.
It's okay, Prompto. Chill the fuck out. Come on.
They spared no expense on the dress. I'm glad I caught it when I...
The people have spoken.
Good to know the prince isn't completely forgotten.
One hell of a crowd.
And that's the dress. My word.
It is a very nicely designed dress.
Everyone looks so happy. And it's all because of this one dress.
Yeah.
Real glad for you that Lady Luna Freya is safe and sound.
Yeah.
Well, that settles it. You gotta make it happen. Become a symbol of the peace. After we tie up all the loose ends, let's think about the ceremony.
A fine idea.
Yeah. I'll think about it.
So Mago is immediately below us, but we can't just walk down to it. That would be too easy and would make us happy. Nope. We've got to catch a gondola.
Gondola! Care for a ride?
A mechanical gondola. You know, I really do want to go to Venice one day. I somehow feel like the gondola, I mean, I don't know, they might dress like this. I feel like they don't.
Gentlemen, it has been a
But they
pleasure.
might. It might be like a tradition or something, but I feel like that's a stereotype.
Welcome to Accordo, lads. Sid mentioned you'd be dropping in. So this is your maiden visit. Enjoying it so far? You doubtless have many questions, so ask away.
This country is a part of the Empire, isn't it?
Oh, you're wary. I understand. But there's no need to jump at every shadow. Just be aware that the terms of our independence grant the Empire free reign to come and go as they please.
We'll bear that in mind.
It's admittedly a one-sided arrangement. Most everything we do requires Niflheim's permission. And they wouldn't knowingly permit the Oracle to appear before the public. How our government spun that is quite a mystery.
We're good for now.
Well, if you need anything else, you know where to find me.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
My dear Camellia, it's been a while.
I heard about your distinguished guests.
Ah, you've an ear for gossip.
Hello, Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Gentlemen, I won't waste your time.
Camellia.
My name is
Hey,
Camellia
John Lockhall.
Closter.
Welcome to the stream.
First Secretary of the Accordo Protectorate.
You should know, we have Lady Luna Freya in our care.
Yes,
and
Noctis isn't as in
the
Game of
Empire demands we surrender her.
Because this is New Game Plus.
Yet I am loath to acquiesce unless
And I like
we
this
stand to
outfit.
profit. Hence I've come to discuss terms with the King of Lucis. If you've a mind to talk, come to my estate.
Yeah, that soldier in the background's out uniform, distinctly French, Napoleon era.
She can be oblique at the best of times.
Even though this is Venice.
Her heart is in the right place.
This weird combination of Venice and France.
Okay.
At any rate, you must be weary from your journey. Might I suggest you seek your beds for now and ponder matters anew in the morning?
Yeah, I think we'll do just that.
Man, that smells good.
Huh?
Let's head back to our room.
I'm gonna be running straight through. Altissia is the name of the city. I'm basically not doing any of the side quests. I'm just running through the story mode because all the things I really want to talk about, for the most part, are in the story mode. So.
What do you feel like?
We are skipping that.
Fantastic. Call when you need a ride back.
Gondola!
Have a look at this, Noct.
What about it?
I can't believe we'll actually get to see her in person.
How about a ride-a-la on the gondola?
I will kill you, Prompto.
Look inside.
I will murder you in the street.
So, someone got the...
Gentiana.
Ahead lies a future uncertain, yet sure is the astral memory, wherein the king may walk.
Yep, I can now do a thing with Nova, or with Umbra. Sorry, not Nova, Umbra. I can go back to places that I have been previously if I so desire. I don't.
Let's call it a day.
Desire.
Soft beds, baby.
Not now, anyways. Yeah, most of the side, like, there are a few of the side quests that are particularly fun, but not particularly interesting. And once you're at New Game Plus and you've got all the gear, I find that, yeah, there's not a whole lot of reason to go through the dungeons.
Well taken.
Maybe I can make a living out of
Once
it.
you've got all of the royal arms. Yeah, she
Well
is
taken.
distinctly Hillary Rodham Clinton. I don't know why they chose Hillary, but they did.
Good morning.
Hey.
Huh. Well, guess we need to go talk to Camellia.
Yeah, like we have any other
Yeah.
option.
There's no telling how events will unfold. Let us prepare before making our way.
Yeah, she can sit tight a while.
Mademoiselle?
Gentlemen, it has been a pleasure.
Maybe that was it? I don't know. I don't know how long she's been, or maybe they just wanted a recognizable female figure for the only female head of state they have in the game. Yeah, that character had, yeah, the question is how long ago that character was designed. It's not the first time that United States political figures have been included in Japanese media. I remember reading, I can't think of the name of the manga or the anime, but for no apparent reason, at the time, President-elect Barack Obama was included in the manga for several chapters.
Hey, Noct! You see that?
What about it?
I can't, I wish I could, it was like a rollerblading thing, but air gear, that was it, air gear. For no apparent reason, in the middle of air gear, which I think was the name of it, it was a manga about teenagers who used air gear, roller skates that could basically roll on the sky. They shot out jets, and they would basically, like, you could rollerblade through the air, and
thank you.
It was really, and people were using them as weapons, and it was weird and whatever. But in the middle of it, President-elect Barack Obama suddenly appears and switches bodies with a Japanese schoolgirl. And does weird things. And can skate with these air gear for no apparent reason. Yeah, because this was... Yeah, and he was... I distinctly remember him being referred to as President-elect Barack Obama. And it was hilarious.
No sweat. First
and
things
random.
first. Thanks for coming to greet us in person.
It's the least I could do for a king. Wescom didn't extend me an invitation, so I decided to extend my own. Though circumstances have changed, both the king and the oracle are finally in Altissia.
You said that you have Luna in your care. Doesn't that pose a risk to your nation?
Is the king concerned for our relations with the Empire? But it's true. The Oracle is a risk, one we are prepared to shed with. Whether we do so depends on you. Now, let me ask some questions of my own. Why does the Oracle seek to awaken the Hydrian?
She wants to forge a covenant so I can receive Leviathan's blessing.
The answer I wanted to hear. And yet, king or not, it can't be a simple affair for you to receive a god's blessing. Let me be frank. The potential chaos worries me. You know better than most what took place in Lucis with the Archean. Tell me, what happened?
I met Titan, and he gave me his power.
Just like the legends, though the Empire doesn't like the way the story goes. Even as we speak, they mobilize their forces. It seems there's no avoiding chaos. It will most likely come to war. However, I don't care to host a battle on my soil. The
You're
gods
on
and
a
the
floating
Empire be
city, you
damned.
don't have soil.
It would be a disaster if a battle took place in the city.
Indeed, we must be prepared
Yeah,
to
slight
evacuate our
spoilers,
citizens.
the Oracle is trying to awaken the Hydrian so that not everyone will die.
No doubt about it.
We're in the
Yeah,
midst
I know.
of making plans, and it was to discuss your involvement in them that I called you here. Without further ado, let us talk terms. If you wish to hold the right, you must ensure my citizens' safety and aid in their evacuation.
That's fine, but what about damage to the city?
Your concern is appreciated, but I am prepared to accept some structural damage. Keeping the citizens safe is my chief concern, and therefore yours.
I love this camera shot.
And that is not
Just
all.
because the
Once
camera
the rite
pulls
has
up
begun,
behind
I will
Noctis,
not be accountable
and
for
as
what
he
follows.
turns his
You
head,
are on your own.
and as she moves, the camera moves with them. It's just all three pieces moving at once.
Thank you. I'm sorry
It's
we
just
cannot do more. But
excellent
as I'm sure you are
cinematography.
aware, few armies can stand against the might of the Imperial fleet. That is all for the terms. To review, you are to ensure our citizens' safety and engage the Empire. Do we have an agreement?
All right. Let's fight together as allies.
Allies? Such a vote of confidence. Well, you can trust us to do our part and keep the Oracle safe. A final warning, though I doubt it'll come to it. My duty is to my citizens. Should any harm befall them, there will be a reckoning for both King and Oracle.
There'll be a reckoning for you, too.
A leader must know when to bring out the steel. Surely you understand this.
Yeah, I think I get it.
Yet getting is not the same as accepting. Still so young, and still so much to learn.
Madam, it's time.
No,
Assign
I
three of
completely
your
understand
own
what
for
you're
the
doing there,
evacuation effort.
Camellia.
Whom you choose is up
You
to
issued a threat, I returned one
According
in
to our
kind.
intel, the Imperial
If you
fleet
feel
will
like
be
bringing a
4
reckoning
warships
upon me,
strong.
I will lay waste
Steel
to your city.
yourselves for a full-scale battle.
Single-handedly.
I'm glad we could talk. We can each act in our own interest to our mutual benefit.
Like, I have no problem with you issuing a threat at me. Don't lecture me on bearing steel, I bear my own. That's one thing that I dislike about that. Noctis doesn't have the ability to go, no, I understand what you're doing. I'm doing the same thing.
I can't promise something I can't help.
Of course. You certainly opened up to them, though.
What can I say? I have a soft spot for the young and tragic. They've lost Regis. They've lost the crystal. Was it so long ago the last oracle was taken from them? We've seen the Empire go mad these 10-odd years.
I feel like, well, I mean, Noctis has an idea because he's already been through 2 tests. The thing that I don't think anybody really gets what the power of the king is. Like, this is a world in which the king is not simply a hereditary position. It's also pure magical
Could be tough to pull
power.
off before the king receives her power.
Like,
And with 3 of us on evacuation
we don't
detail.
the king doesn't just inherit a crown. He also inherits the ability to fuck shit up.
What kind of help you talking about?
Just like Titan, the Empire will seek to immobilize Leviathan.
Oh, with the harpoon things?
If we can dislodge them from the goddess, she will have a fighting chance.
Sounds good in theory, but don't push it. It's pointless, unless you can get that blessing.
Stay flexible, stay alert.
That's because Ramu's cool like that. Titan, on the other hand, tried to stomp on him. So he still has a pretty good idea of what's gonna, basically it's either going to go well, or it's going to go to hell. That's his only real concept of what's about to happen. Either good or fucking bad.
If worse comes to worse, you can threaten to throw the trident into the sea. Then they'll listen. In the meantime, it will be well guarded. Better than the Oracle herself.
Understood. I shall reclaim it at the altar.
Remember, you'll be under Imperial watch.
Right.
Think of it as a necessary evil in order to forge the Covenant.
I am in your debt.
Now, I do remember being confused at this
Once
next
it's
part,
over,
but
you may go as you please,
once I thought about it,
but
I
you do
realized
so
what was
without our
going on.
protection.
So be it.
You'd
The
better
only
get
way
going.
they can protect the Oracle is by giving her
Your public
to
is waiting for
the Imperium. Like so. This is all staged. Basically, the way it works is the Altissian government said, "We will give you the Oracle if you let her make a speech." No, she's not. She's actually fulfilling her part of the bargain. Basically, the Altissians said, "We will let you have the Oracle," and that hand gesture is the thing that indicates that Luna Freya is in on it. And what she said a second ago. "We will give you the Oracle if you let her make a speech." They said, "What? That's what we want. Okay, sure. Fine. We'll let her make a speech, so long as you give her to us before that." And Altissia said, "Okay. We'll keep her safe until then. We'll give her to you right before the speech." What they didn't say was, "Oh, by the way, we're going to take that magical trident she uses to forge the covenant with the gods and place it elsewhere."
You guys too?
So it's literally a feint. They ostensibly give the Imperium what they want in exchange for her having the ability to make the
whole
speech,
city's come to watch.
which also puts her right next to the altar for Leviathan, where her trident currently is. She's playing the Empire, maybe playing the King, but her and Luna Freya are on the same level.
I stand before you today. With little hope the words I speak shall reach beyond these walls. For slowly but surely
It did take me a bit to
fades from
piece
our world,
that together,
and as it does,
just
the
'cause it
shadows shall loom ever longer until all succumbs to the
What
darkness.
what had happened ostensibly didn't make sense
Darkness that evokes
because
terror,
boom.
hatred,
Also, there's a
and
dude.
sorrow
Wait
in
a
the
second, hang on.
hearts of men.
Go back to the wide shot.
The ashes of Lucis.
Did
a
anybody
dream
else
of
see the
peace
dude like right
twisted
up
into a
here
nightmare of
on the
death
wide
and
shot
destruction,
that was
claiming
standing
innumerable lives and
outside
leaving
the
myriad souls to
like
suffer.
overhang to
Yet
the right,
I beg you,
hovering
do not
in the air?
surrender to despair. Have faith, for
was like-
our gods watch over us.
At the back of the
by
crowd
their
up there.
blessings, by the stars that light the heavens above,
Back at the wide shot.
our world will be delivered from the perils of the dark.
Not that wide shot, the other wide
I stand
shot.
before you here in Altissia to call upon Leviathan, goddess of the seas, spirit of the deep. By the sacred rite, I will commune with the Hydrian.
Wide shot. Reverse angles.
But first, I offer you
More
my
wide.
solemn vow. On my honor as Oracle,
I don't know that they're gonna
I
do it.
will not rest until the darkness is banished from our world and the light is restored.
There he is, look! Right there! He's just a random dude, like his model is stuck. He's supposed to be in the crowd, but he's like attached to the, he's like attached face first to the wall there. That's silly. That's a funny glitch. I forgot. Oh yeah. So, but yeah, like the Altissia kept their promise.
Knocked. The Empire's here.
I can see him.
Dropships are closing in on the port.
Because what the Empire wants is not the Oracle.
Okay,
They want
look after the
Noctis.
citizens.
We got him covered.
So, it begins.
Because they think having Noctis will be the key to the crystal. So the big thing is, apparently, the Empire thinks that the crystal is the source of the king's power. But the source of the king's power is actually the king himself. They think it's the crystal. And that's why they want it so bad. But only the kings can use it. So they think that if they capture Noctis, they can either make him use it for them, or... Yeah, the Archaeon. The Kingdom of the Empire has also been trying to kill the Archaeons to keep Noctis from getting their power. It's sort of a twofold strategy. Kill the Archaeons to keep Noctis from getting their power, also get Noctis to use the crystal. What fool dares
It is
break the
I,
slumber of
Luna
the right?
Freya, blood of the Oracle. Goddess of the seas, I beseech you, enter into this covenant that the king might reclaim the stone. I do.
Knocked. The Hydran has awoken.
Civilians?
Almost there. We'll join you when we're done. The Empire has the Hydran surrounded. Hurry, Knocked.
I'm on it.
Then the right's already begun.
Most likely.
Time to lend the Hydrian a hand.
Hi.
Let's do this.
Yeah, no, the abridged characters definitely, Dragon Ball Z Abridged definitely has some spot-on stuff with their... And there are times where it feels like the writing crew of
I know what you must know.
Dragon Ball.
That the King of Kings is
Dragon
to
Ball
drive
Z,
the darkness
watch
from
the
our
abridged.
star.
I know some of them do. Sometimes it feels like they all do, but... I know
It is
that
in
Chris
receiving
Sabat,
mercy
the
that men
guy
offer
who plays
praise,
voice of
and in
Vegeta on
shedding
Twitter,
grace that the gods solicit worship.
he watches Abridged.
I vow, the king will prove himself worthy.
But what about you?
We'll wait below. There's only room for two. Not! Jump!
What?
Oh, damn it. I've reached a spot where I can't save. Fuck. I've got to end the stream. We're at stream end time.
Man.
Well, let's see if I can beat Leviathan in 10 minutes.
What was this? New ride we borrowed from the Nifs. This will get us in close.
Serious?
Here she comes.
I got this.
I'll get as close as I can. Then it's up to you.
All right. Won't be long. Hey,
Well,
nice job.
Popo definitely. Goku is not actually that far. Especially if you like, if you're like watching Super. Goku, abridged Goku is not that far off from written Goku. I mean, yeah, the silliness is ramped up to 11. There are certain aspects of it that are not inflated all that much, especially like his idiocy.
Hey! Your power! Give it up! Don't you understand? I'm the king!
That's not a commanding tone, that's a petulant tone.
I need your power!
I mean, it's true. He does hold non-food thoughts in his head for more than 10 minutes at a time. But he's still not that smart. Alright, and wait. Saving checkpoint. Let's see what we can do. 10 minutes.
So the only way you'll help me is if I take you down?
Whoops, hello. I was too busy reading and was not paying attention when Leviathan came to me. Gotcha. I did not want to go in the water. Why are you not teleporting? For some reason, his teleport thing stopped working. Damn it, Leviathan. Okay. For some reason, my ability to point warp keeps stopping. I'm not sure why.
Now, about that ring. On second thought, you let him have it. And do remind him about the crystal.
And this is where we actually learn that Arden's an asshole. Previously, we had thought it. You know, like, there's got to be something off about... I mean, there's something off about this guy. But he's being pretty helpful.
I will pass the ring to the rightful king. When the prophecy is fulfilled, all enthralled to darkness shall know peace.
How sweet. But please, Lady Luna Freya. You first.
Yeah, you're a dick. But no, I really like Arden as a villain. I mean, it's true, but he still makes a good Kefka. Like, he's not as good as Kefka, but he's a good second best Kefka. Let's kill a goddess. This is one of my favorite boss battles in the Final Fantasy series. This and the final battle are two of my favorite boss battles in the series. Like, not everything before this. From here on. Super Saiyan. because the objective of this boss battle isn't like you're basically tearing Leviathan apart piece by piece, and that's something you don't get to do. That's something you don't get to do in Final Fantasy games. You don't get to tear the bosses apart piece by piece. Oh wow, you're kind of phasing through those buildings tonight. This is also kind of indicative of, this informs you as the player what your power level will be like at the end of the game. Yeah, like they showed how strong Leviathan was. Then they put you here. And it's like it gives you a full appreciation for the power of the game. And it's just an epic, in the true sense of the word, epic,
It's done.
It's an epic end to that chapter. Oh yeah, no, Leviathan is way more impressive. Like Titan is impressive because he's fighting you as injured as he is. But Leviathan is definitely the most impressive of the trials we have to go through. greatest interaction between the gods. Titan saying, no, you lost fair and square. You don't get to kill him out of spite now.
Noctis?
Yeah, Bahamut only appears once.
Luna? So, you found your way here. And you found me. A chance to see you once
I
more.
wonder how long this cutscene is, because I
Who
really
would have
gotta
thought?
use the bathroom.
Well, what do you mean? Why wouldn't you see me?
I'm gonna just let this cutscene run. I'll be right back.
Because my prayers have been answered. My calling fulfilled.
But that doesn't have to come between us.
You are the one, Noctis. The stars shine for you now. That which is yours by right shall be restored to you. Do you remember the flowers of Tenebrae? It seems so long ago. You'll find they await you still, blooming from hill to vale.
Will you be there?
Would that I could join you. But this moment will have to be enough.
It's not right. All I wanted was to save you.
When the world falls down around you and hope is lost.
Back and the cutscene's still going.
When you find yourself alone amid a lightless place. Look to the distance. Know that I am there. And that I watch over you always. Farewell, dear Noctis.
You know, I've gotten used to Final Fantasy cutscenes when I can pick one that'll go long enough for me to run to the bathroom real quick. And now his fiancée is dead. Noctis just keeps getting the shit end of the stick. His dad's dead. His kingdom is taken.
Back with us.
His fiancée is dead.
I'll tell the others. Though it may take
And Ignis is blind.
You're hurt. Ah, small sacrifice in the greater battle.
And Luna?
She has passed.
Like, Noctis just keeps getting shit on.
Umbra left that for you.
And I like this scene because this is finally the scene where he just can't take it anymore. This is the last straw. People keep dying to protect him. People keep dying to get things for him. And he can't protect them. He's not strong enough. He's not fast enough. Ignis is injured. His fiancée is dead. His father is dead. And everyone that has died or been injured has been so because they wanted to help him. So what does he do? He shuts down. And he's the only one that gets experience. Well, Gladio's anger doesn't come from nowhere if you know their personalities. Remember, Gladio is the shield to the king. He's supposed to take the blows so that Noctis doesn't. And he can't. He continually fails to take that blow. And now Noctis is shutting himself off. He's pulling himself away. He's distancing himself. He's not acting like himself, which makes it even harder for Gladio to do his job. He's already failing to protect Noctis, and now Noctis isn't even letting him try. That's where the anger comes from, and that's why it's so sudden, because it's real. You know, there is no build-up, because in real, in a relationship like that, there's not gonna be build-up. It's all things that he's been, it's all sort of background emotional work. And yeah, when you're telling a story in a video game, you should still show the hints and the clues and the pieces here and there. But, and I will agree that it could have been less subtle. But there is still a reason for Gladio to be angry. And they continue on they make for Gralia, the Imperial capital, where the crystal is. Chapter 10, the Heart of the King. Several weeks later. And it's another one of the things where, because they do several weeks later time skips, you do miss that, but realize that Noctis has been grieving.
So, we're gonna roll through
like
Tenebrae.
this for several weeks.
Not before visiting the royal tomb at Cartanica.
You're sure you're up to that?
The wounds have mended. Eyesight's a matter of time.
What the hell is wrong with you?
What?
We're not stopping in Tenebrae. You need to grow up and get over it.
I am over it. I'm here, aren't I?
Maybe when you're not too busy moping, you can look around and give a shit about someone worse off
Now
than you.
that line I don't agree with.
How's that ring fit you? You rather carry it around than wear it? She gave her life so you could do your duty, not so you could sit around feeling sorry for yourself.
You don't think I know that?
You don't! Ignis took one for you too. And for what?
Enough, Gladio.
You think you're a king, but you're a coward.
So,
don't do this!
Gladio's problem...
Yeah,
hard cut to what the hell's wrong with you. No, I get it.
Then get a grip. Pull your head out of your ass already.
That's the only way Gladio knows how to communicate. And it's pretty telling, because Prompto and Ignis are trying to keep everything working together as normal. Because this isn't the first time this has happened. At the beginning of the scene, Gladio was behind Ignis and Prompto. Ignis and Prompto were effectively between the two of them. This is like the third or fourth time this has happened. Gladio wants to help, but he doesn't know what to say, so he just gets angry and yells. Noctis yells back, but he still can't bring himself to use that ring. He still can't bring himself to be vulnerable again. And so they go around. They just go around, around, and around, and around. Prompto and Ignis are trying to hold everyone together. Gladio and Noctis are trying to push each other away. And at that point, we'll call this stream to an end. We'll come back next week with more. Because this, in my mind, this is where the story starts getting good. They could be a little better with the explanation as to why Gladio is being this way. Show a little bit more of him being unable to communicate with people. And being unable to, and Noctis being unable to let go. Being unable to, they could have had a couple of scenes between here and then showing people, asking Noctis for something, asking him to do something, or asking him his opinion on something, and him just not answering and locking down or starting to cry or something like that. They could have done a few of those. That would have dragged this whole thing out a lot, though, I feel. But, there are arguments for both directions. But this is where the story starts to really get good. Like, I've enjoyed the story up to... and when I first played through it on my own, I really enjoyed the story up to this point. But after this point is where I started, clicking connections and seeing the story that they're trying to tell. Which... if any of you that have ever watched any of my streams before know that I've talked about Final Fantasy games. In all the major numerical Final Fantasy games, they have a theme. There's a theme running through it. And the theme for this one is responsibility and duty. Noctis is on a journey not just to get back his kingdom, but to become a king. And everybody that he meets on the way has a part to play in him learning something that he needs to become a king. And prior to this, there are bits and pieces in the story, in the side quests that he does, and he learns aspects of becoming a king. But the major solidifying forces and the major lessons he needs to learn, he learns after this point. So we're going to get into that next week. Anyways, thank you all very much for joining us here on JRPG Weekly. We'll be back next week with more Final Fantasy 15, heading towards the end game. Like we're barreling through it. Yeah. If you like what you saw, we here at Final Show Films produce a wide variety of content every day of the week. You can check us out on our website at finalshowfilms.com. You can also check us out on our Patreon page at patreon.com/fsfilms, and you can check us out now on 411mania.com. I have started posting up columns just sort of with short, detailed descriptions of our podcasts as we release them. Our podcast releases are being published on the 411mania.com's gaming section. You can check us out there. I may do more writing for them in the future in their gaming section. I don't know. One of their editors is on the podcast with us, and that's how we're getting that sort of exposure there. So you can check our stuff out there. If you'd like to support us financially, you can do so on our Patreon page at patreon.com/fsfilms. You can also support us on our website with a PayPal Donate Now button. We have a click button there. Thank you to all of our patrons, especially our $25 supporters, Chris Comfort and Antitonic. We couldn't do a lot of the stuff that we do without them. And thank you to everybody that donates any amount of money. We appreciate it. If you want to do a monthly donation, you can do so on Patreon. If you want to do a one-time donation, you can do so on our website. And be sure to check out 4-1 Mania, not only for our stuff, but also for the other content that they do. They don't pay me, so but it's still nice that, they're willing to host our stuff, and they have a lot of other good content too that you might enjoy. So check it out. But yeah, I will be back Friday with more Let It Die on Sci Fridays, and until then, see you later. Bye.